Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and good at home and doing all your studies well. As you are knowing, your exam is going to come near, okay, and your exam is going to be conducted in the next month. So, student, prepare yourself very nicely so that you will not face any problem during the exam time. Now, my dear, as we have already started the fraction, okay, so in fraction we have learned what is fraction, what is numerator, denominator, how we used to write numerator, denominator, what are the types of fraction, how we used to write those types of fraction. Some examples also I have given, how we used to do the conversion, means convert. So these all we have done, but little bit brief I want to give from the previous. Okay, so please everyone see and just try to see again if you have not seen, okay, not understood, then again you can see. Right now I'm explaining and then you will try to understand it, that what is fraction. Just so, my dear, what is fraction we have learned now? Fraction is that in which is that when we are dividing anything, okay, when we are dividing a whole or a set of thing, okay, that is called as fraction. We are not dividing in an equal part or equal group, but we are dividing it. We dividing that whole in some part or in a group of thing. We are dividing or we are separating it. Okay, so now just see, as you all can see, student, the page I have opened, in this it is written fractions, and number of different kinds of fraction already is given to you. There one is whole, another is being divided in two parts, third one is divided into three, then four part, then five part, and like this only it is going on. Okay, and from 1 to 10 I have divided the one single whole circle into different parts. Okay, so this is only what fraction is all about. Just see. See, student, what is the definition? Again, it is written, it is a number that expresses equal part of a whole object or a set of object. Okay, now what is the numerator and the denominator? The number which we used to write upside, that is the numerator. The number which we used to write at the bottom, that is the denominator. The line with which we used to divide the numerator by the denominator, that is a fraction bar. Okay, so 2 by 3 if something is written, then 2 is a part and 1 now downside is the whole. Just see, in the same way it is written. Part of a whole means how many are there? There are 6 whole. Okay, and how many part? Is it 2 are green and 2 are purple? So like this only we used to do the distribution. In the same way you can see some of the smileys are there. In that smiley, some are purple smiley, some are green smiley. How many number of smiley total is 8 number of smiley. The number of green smiley is 3 and number of purple smiley is 5. So 3 by 5 for green and 5 by 8 for purple. You can see here also it is being distributed. The whole is there, then that is divided into two parts, then three parts is we have already done. So one time you just see how it is being done, and then after we will move with the next topic. You must see here, my dear, we are going to talk today about the equivalent fraction. What we are going to talk today about the equivalent fraction we are going to talk. So first, what is equivalent fraction? You can see upside the sum of the square boxes I have made, and in that first one I have divided 1 in 1 by 2. Next one I have divided 2 by 4 because two separate square boxes are there. Just 2 by 4, then 3 by 6, then 4 by 8, and then 5 by 10. Like this I have done. So what does this mean? Just see, half part of the whole rectangle, half part of the whole rectangle. So you just see what is the equivalent fraction. We will get to know here. Just see, 1 by 2 I have divided, then 2 by 4, then 3 by 6, then 4 by 8, then 5 by 10. Like this I only have divided. All those are called as equivalent fraction. Fraction that shows the same part of the fraction of the whole are called as the equivalent fraction. Same part of the whole. Okay, same part of the whole when a number is showing, when a fraction is showing, then that is called as the equivalent fraction. Like 1 by 2 equals to 2 by 4, like 3 by 6 equals to 4 by 8, and then 5 by 10. So all these are equivalent fraction. Few more things are there about equivalent fraction. Just see, Equivalent fraction. Equivalent means equal. What does equivalent means? Equivalent fraction we are reading, so we should know now what is equivalent means. Means equal. Two fractions are equivalent if they are the same size or the same point on the number line. Okay, number line means the fraction bar on the same. Okay, just see what it is. Always check by cross multiplying. We can check the number is equivalent fraction or not by cross multiplying. Like 1 by 2 equals to 3 by 6, it is written. Is this number is equivalent or not? That we can multiply 1 into 6 and 2 into 3 or 3 into 2. Cross multiplication. Okay, cross. You have to cross the numbers and then you have to multiply. 1 by 6 is 6 and 2 by 3 is 6. Same number. So it is the equivalent fraction. Just see. The next one. You can see 2 by 4, 1 by 2. You multiply it. 2 by 4. Okay. 2 by 2 and 4 by 1. So 2 into 2 is 4 and 4 into 1 is also 4. In the same way, this is only equivalent fraction. Okay, this is only equivalent fraction. 1 by 2 equals to 4 by 8. So 1 into 8 is 8 and 2 into 4 is 8. So both are same. So when a number you are multiplying, okay, when a number you are cross multiplying and you are getting the same as the numerator and denominator, then it is an equivalent fraction. You can see 1 by 4 and 1 by 2 it is written. So when you are multiplying that, so 1 by 4, okay, into 1 by 2. So 4 into 1 is 4 and 1 into 2 is 2. So 4 by 2 you are getting now. So that is the equivalent fraction. No, it is not equivalent fraction. And for showing a number is not an equivalent fraction, you have to write like this. Equal to sign and then you have to cross from the top left to right. From the top left to right, like this you have to cross. Means 2 equal to sign means 1 equal to sign means upside one dash downside, that is the equal to sign, and from the top to the bottom you have to cross. Okay, that will consider as an equivalent, means that is not equal. Okay, that is called as the not equivalent. Okay, because when we are multiplying these numbers we are not getting the same answer at both the place. We are again here with some more examples of the equivalent fraction. You just see equivalent fraction shows the same part of the whole. Same part of the whole. Like you can see, one is being divided into two parts. So 1 by 2. Okay. And another one is being divided. The two parts are there. Okay. And it is divided into four parts. One is the purple, blue one and another is the white one. And that blue one is also divided into two parts and white one is also divided into two parts. So total number of parts are 4 and total in which they are divided, that is 2. So 2 we have written in the numerator, 4 we have written in the denominator. You multiply both. So 1 into 4 is 4 and 2 into 2 is also 4. So it is an equivalent fraction. That only it is written. Two fractions are said to be equivalent. Keep this in your mind. Two fractions are said to be equivalent when the product obtained on cross multiplying them is the same. When we are multiplying, then we are cross multiplying them, and when we are getting the same product, the numerator is same and denominator both will be same. It is called as the equivalent fraction. So 1 into 4 is 4 and 2 into 2 is 4. So you can say that this is a equivalent fraction. Now student, we have already done that what is equivalent fraction. You have understood when we cross multiply two numbers and if we are getting the same numerator and denominator, it is an equivalent fraction. What is now obtaining equivalent fractions of a given number? How we can multiply the numerator and the denominator of the fraction by the same to get the its equivalent fraction. Find the equivalent fraction. Suppose any question is given, just find out the equivalent fraction. How you will find out? Like 3 by 4 it is written. So 3 by 4 it is written. Now you multiply, okay, 3 and 4 by same number. Means 3 also you multiply by 2 and 4 also multiply by 2. Okay, then you will get 3 2s are 6 and 4 2s are 8. Okay, now again 3 into 3 by 4 you have written. Now you are multiplying both the numbers with the same, that is 5. Okay, so now 3 into 5, okay, is 15 and 4 into 5 is 20. In the same way with 7 and in the same way with 8. Okay, so now you are seeing that everywhere we are multiplying the numerator and the denominator with the same number. Just see, here we have multiplied both with 2, here with 5, here with 7 and here with 8. Okay, we have multiplied, but you can see I have multiplied with the same number. The numerator also I have multiplied and the denominator. okay, with the same number. Either I am multiplying with 2, either 3 or either 4 or either 5 either 7, like this. So 6 by 8, 15 by 20, 21 by 28 and 24 by 32, few equivalent fractions of 3 by 4. How we have got this equivalent fraction? By multiplying the number with the same number. By multiplying the number, by multiplying the numerator and the denominator with the same number. And number is not like that this number only you have to take, any number with any number, like 2, 3 and 3, you can also 5 and 5 also, 4 and 4, any number. Okay, so that will be considered as the equivalent fraction of any fraction. In this way you can find out. Now just see the next one. In this also you can see it is written equivalent fraction of a given number. When get a series of equivalent fraction by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the same number. What it is? Find out the equivalent fraction of 3 by 4. How? One time it is being multiplied with 2, then it is 3 by, then 4, then 5, like this. Every time we are changing the number, but with the same number, the numerator and denominator we are multiplying. Here by 2 we are, here with 3 only, here with 4 only, here with 5 only, and here with 6 only. With the same number, my dear, you are multiplying everywhere. You are not changing. Okay, so when you are multiplying like this, now the product which you are getting all will be considered as the equivalent fraction only. You can see like 3 by 4, then when you are multiplying it 3 into 2, then 3 2 is 6 and 4 2 is 8, 3 3 is 9, then 4 3 is 12, 3 4 is 12, 4 4 is 16, 3 5 is 15, 4 5 is 20, 3 into 6 18, 4 into 6 24. So like this only. So 3 by 4, 6 by 8, 9 by 12, 12 by 16, 15 by 20, 18 by 24. All are equivalent fraction of 2, 3 and 4. All are equivalent fraction of 3 and 4. This is how we used to find out the equivalent fraction of any number. Just see another example. Find whether two numbers are equivalent or not. It's very easy to find out. Okay, what to do? Cross multiply, very easy. Like if it is given 2 by 5 and 4 by 10, we have to find out is this number is equivalent fraction or equivalent not. So 4 into 10, 2 into 10 and 5 into 4. So 2 into 10 is 20 and 5 into 4 is also 20. So it means both the numerator and the denominator are same. So it is called as the equivalent fraction, means 2 by 5 equals to 4 by 10 is equivalent. Next one you can see 2 by 4 by 7 and 8 by 21. Is this an equivalent fraction? Just see, when we are multiplying 4 into 21, we are getting 84. When we are multiplying 7 into 8, we are getting 56. So is these two are equivalent fraction? No. Both are not equal. Then both the numerator and denominators are unequal. So it is not equivalent. So it is an unequal fraction, unequivalent fraction or not equivalent fraction. So how we will use to denote the unequivalent or not equivalent fraction? 1 equal to and then 1 cross from the top left to the right. Okay, left to right we will cross it. Okay, and that will be considered as an equivalent fraction. Okay, so 4 by 7 is not equal to 8 by 21. Just see the next what it is written. Remember, after cross multiplying, if both the products are equal, okay, if both the products are equal products, then they are equivalent fraction. If the products are not equal, they are not equivalent fraction. See, finding equivalent fraction, like we know 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6 and 4 by 8 are equivalent fraction. By multiplying 1 by 2 in means with 2, 1 by 2 with 3, 1 by 2 with 4, 1 by 2 with 5 or 1 by 2 with 6, any number, 2 by 4, 6 by 8, 3 by 6 or 6 by 12, all are considered as an equivalent fraction. What it is written here, you also see that also. The value of a fraction does not change by multiplying or dividing the numerator or the denominator by a common factor. Common factor means with the same number, if you are multiplying the numerator and the denominator, the it does not change the fraction. Okay, the value of the fraction does not change by dividing or multiplying any number with the same number with a common factor. Like with 2 only you are multiplying the numerator and denominator, here with 3 only, here with 4 and here with 6 only. So with the same number every time we are multiplying the idea. So with that it will keep the common factor. Okay, with the common factor, if we are multiplying with the same number, the numerator and denominator is being multiplied, then the value of the fraction will not change. Now this one we have done with the multiplication. Now just see the division. Just you can see, my dear, 12 by 24 it is written. So that 12 by 24 we are one time dividing it by 2, the upside and the downside. Then we are dividing it by 3, the upside and the downside. Then we are dividing it by 4, upside and the downside. Then we are dividing it by 6, upside and the downside. So every time we are dividing the number with whatever the fraction is given, we are dividing that fraction with the same number, same factor. Okay, 3 by 3, with 3, with 2, with 4, or with any number. But the same number, we are dividing it with the same number. So all are called as an equivalent fraction only. To get an equivalent fraction, multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number or divide them by a common factor. By the same number we have to multiply, or by the same number we have to divide, so that to find out the equivalent fraction. Next question, you just see what it is written. It is written, find an equivalent fraction of 2 by 5 with the numerator 6. With the numerator 6, what it is saying? To get the numerator 6, multiply 2. Just suppose, my dear, sometimes it used to happen like 2 by 5 is written with the numerator is already given. That the numerator, when you have to find out the equivalent fraction of 2 by 5, the numerator will come as 6 only. The numerator should come as 6 only. So how many times you will read the table of 2? Okay, then 6 will come in 3 times. Very easy. In 3 times. So 2 by 5 you will write, and then that 2 and 5 both you will multiply by 3. So upside 2 into 3 you will get 6, and 5 into 3 also you will get 50. So here it doesn't matter that both should be equal. We don't have to make both equal. Only the numerator we have to find out, and that numerator should be 6. Maybe in place of numerator, denominator is given. Suppose it is given 5 by 3 in place of 3 by 5, and then it is written in place of numerator, it is written denominator should be 6. So what you will do, 3 into 2 you will do, and 5 also you will do in with 3. If we are finding the equivalent fraction of any number, already it is been discussed that with the same number we have to multiply the numerator as well as the denominator. So 3 into 2, 6. So we have to find the denominator 6. So 6 as a denominator we have 5. Now it doesn't matter upside we are getting 10 or we are getting anything else. Okay, so 6 by 15 is required equivalent fraction, because it was given find an equivalent fraction of 2 by 5 with the numerator 6. Numerator should be 6. So we have find that. Okay, finding equivalent fraction again by multiplying the same thing. Okay, same thing again. So many examples I am giving. Please concentrate and just see. Okay, we know 1 by these all are equivalent fraction. How we will know? Because we are multiplying the number with the same number. With the same common factor, we are multiplying both. Either we are multiplying the fraction which is given with 2, with 3, with any number is not given. If it is being written, the numerator should be 6, or the numerator should be 10, or the denominator should be 5, or the numerator should be 5, then we have to think over there at that time that with which number we will multiply, then we will get this numerator, and the next one you can keep it like that. So you can see an equivalent fraction can be obtained by multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same common factor or the same number in the same way. Then if it is written, find the next 3 equivalent fraction of 1 by 5. So how you will find? You have to multiply 1 by 5 3 times. First you will multiply by 2, then by 3, then by 4, because the first 3 it is written the next 3. Okay, after 1 by 5 the next 3. So we will start from 2. You multiply it by 2, then you multiply it by 3, and then you multiply it by 4. Every time you will get a different answer. Okay, but you are multiplying both by the same number. So all are equivalent fraction. In the same way, if it is written with the help of by dividing that, you have to find out, then with the same number you have to divide to find out the equivalent fraction. Like you can see, by dividing, you can see 2 by 4 divided by 2 only, the upside numerator also and the denominator in the same way. 4 by 8, okay, then 2 by 2, 2 only we are dividing, okay, upside also by 2 we are dividing and downside. So 1 by 2 and 2 by 4 both are becoming the equivalent fraction. What you have observed from this, an equivalent fraction can also be obtained by dividing the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by a common factor. By a common factor, you can see the equivalent fraction of 6 by 8. How you can find out? With the help of the division process. So 6 by 8 divided by 2, then 6 by 8 divided by 3, and 6 by 8 divide 18 divided by 6. Okay, like this. You can divide it by 3 or 4 also. 6 by 8. But with 4, if you will divide, you will get the remainder here. So whatever number you will choose, that number should be completely, that number should divide the both the numbers completely. Remainder we don't have to get, otherwise it will be in mixed fraction. So it should not be a mixed fraction. So you can see by 2, if we are dividing the 6, then we are getting 3, because in the table of 2, in 3 times 3 in 3 times 6 is coming, and when we are dividing it 18 by 2, then also 9 is coming. It is completely divisible. In the same way, when we are dividing it by 3, 6 by 18, when we are dividing by 3, then 2 by 6 is coming, and it is also completely divisible. When we are dividing it, if you will divide 6 by 18, maybe the question is arising in your mind is, why not we are dividing it with 4? Because if you will divide with 4, then both the numbers is not divisible, both the number. If you will divide with 5, then also it is not. So here you have to think, okay, with which number you will divide, and it will be completely divisible without leaving any remainder. Okay, so by 6 when I will divide, then I will get the number which is completely. If this kind of question is given and it is written, find the next 3 equivalent fraction, so there you have to apply your brain, my dear. You have to keep this in your mind. It is not like that with the same number Miss has said now, so by 3 we are multiplying by 4. It doesn't matter that we are getting the number as a mixed fraction or anything. No, the number should be come either in improper fraction or either in proper fraction. In these two, mixed fraction you don't get, you don't have to get the mixed fraction here. You just see the next example also. Find an equivalent fraction of 2 by 7 with the numerator 8. Here a specific numerator is given, that is 8. So what you will get, you will do this step is also given. To get the numerator 8, multiply the number 2 by 4. Okay, the numerator and the denominator have to be multiplied with the same number. Same number we have to multiply, so that the numerator, so to get the denominator, multiply the to get the denominator, multiply the denominator 7 by 4. So both the numbers we are multiplying, because we have to get 8 in the denominator, we have to get 8 in the denominator. So with which number we will multiply the 2, then we will get 8 as a denominator. So 2 into 4 when we are doing, then we are getting 8 as a denominator. So 2 by 2 into 4 is 8, and 7 into 4 is also is 28. We don't have to say what we are getting as the denominator, because here we have to concentrate on numerator, because it is written that you have to get 8 as a numerator, so that only you will concentrate. So maybe in the question sometime used to be given like this also. Next, what is the equivalent fraction of 8 by 12 if the denominator, first one was, you have to find out, means 8 was the numerator, so with the same we are multiplying both. Whatever the denominator, it doesn't matter, but 8 should be numerator in the first case. Question example number 3. Now in example number 4, the denominator should be 3. Okay, the denominator should be 3. So 8 by 12 is given. If 8 by 12 you will multiply 12 in with any number, you will get 3 anytime. No, so here what you have to do, you have to divide. So 8 by 2 you will write, and 8 by 2 divided by 4. Then when you will read the table of 4 3 times, you will get 12. So means 12 divided by 4 will give 3, and you have to get 3 as a denominator. So you can write 3 downside, and then 8 divided by 4 is 2. So both the numbers are divisible with 4, and we have got the equivalent fraction from by dividing these. So this kind of question also comes. Sometimes we used to multiply, sometimes we used to divide. Okay, but with the same number. Keep this in your mind, with the same number when we are doing the equivalent fraction, when we are finding out the equivalent fraction. Now just see the next question. So just see, my dear, how we will do. Just see. As you can see, one more, like suppose 1 by 6 and 1 by 9 is given. You have to change this into a like fraction. As it is an unlike fraction, both the denominators are unequal and means they are not same. So now you find out the LCM. Okay, 6 LCM as well as the 9 LCM. Do it. Okay, so you divide it by 2, first number. So 2, when you will divide in 3, then 3 into this you will do. Okay, you have to read the table of 2 that much time. From the lowest we used to start. So 2 is the lowest number after 1. Okay, and 1 we will not take, because with 1 if any number will be divisible, we will divide, then the same number we will get. We are already knowing. So 1 we will not take, and then 2. So now this 9 also we have to divide. So is that 9 is divisible by 2? No, it is not. So by 3 we will divide here. Okay, so we will get 3 here, and then again 3, and then 1. Means 3 ones are 3, 9, 3 9. In the table of 3, and how many times we will get 9? 3 times. So that 3 we will write here, and again in how many times in the table of 3 we will get 3? 1 time. So 1 you will write here. Now the LCM which we will get like this, just see. 3 into 3 into 1. Next 3 into 3 into 1, and here it is 2. Sorry, with 2 we have done now first time. So 2. So now the uncommon one we have to take, and from the common we have to choose only one. So 2 into 3 into 3 into 1, they from this also. So 2 3s are 6, 6 3s are 18, and 18 into 1, 18. So 18. So now what you have to do, you have to do something so that this 1 by 6 and 1 by 8 both. So what you will do, just see. You divide 18 by 6, and then you divide 18 by 9. Okay, so 18 divided by 6 will be 3, and 18 divided by 9 will be 2. Okay, now what you will do, now it's very easy. What you have got, 3, write 3. Now 1 by 9 into with which 2. Now you do 1 into 3 is 3, 6 into 3 is 18, 1 into 2 is 2, and 9 into 2 is 18. Now you have got the same denominator, I think, my dear, 18. So now it is a like fraction. Previously it was not a like fraction, but now it is a like fraction. I think with this all this, now I think with these all the questions which we have discussed today, all the queries of yours is clear. But still, if any problem will be there with you, you will face any problem, you are free to ask. You come in the online class and you can ask. Okay, if any kind of query or problem you will face. Okay, that is all, my dear. Thank you, everyone. Go through the video nicely.